I have not enjoyed this international break. And first thing is because of the injuries. Now, the thing is, I thought Caicedo was injured and Esugo was injured, but only at the end of it, I realized it was only Esugo. Like Caicedo was injured for probably like a day, is an ox. Now, the person I'm having beef with is one guy called Tuchel, because Tuchel is not respecting how we are trying to correct this Chelsea team. Since last season, we have made, and I think that has been our problem. It's like we have tried to manage the injuries that we are getting as a team. We have tried to really minimize the injuries, and that has even costed us some of the games, because we went into a game knowing that we didn't have a full team. We didn't have the strongest team that we can put out there, because we were just, and it was Maresca just managing some people's time, just knowing that yes, you can play, but you are just coming from injury. You know you are not even much fit. If we just put you there, probably you might play better than the person who is there. But then after probably some 40 minutes, 50 minutes, you might be needed to be taken back to surgery, or are they called sanatoriums? Are sanatoriums for schools on? But that's the thing. But then we go into an international break and Tuchel is all over, just not caring that we have been managing Reece James minutes. It's just putting them out there and saying you'll play the entire 180 minutes. And I'm looking at, how, especially yesterday's game, those people are very physical. And at some point I thought, hey, we will suffer. We need a perfect season. We need a perfect season, and a perfect season has to come only if we don't get any injury. And I was glad Palmer was able to circumvent and pull out just before the international break. He had to miss a couple of games and say, I'm not going there. I have to recover. And I need sometimes, especially for these international breaks where it's England versus Andorra, England versus I don't know which team. Like, you don't have to take the top crop. And it's not just England, it's even for France. Like, you don't have to take the top crop where you are inconveniencing the teams that are really looking for, you know, looking for the Premier League. For this international break, especially if FIFA does not scrap it off, I'm sure it has to be scrapped. It will be scrapped off next season. But even there are still more transfer international breaks in, I think, October and November. Like, I've complained it over and over and over and over again, saying that we don't need a lot of these games. They're not even important. But if they have to be done, and it's like Portugal versus Estonia, England versus, you have to take probably the people who are looking for goals, Ronaldo and some under 23, and put them there. You don't need to start asking for Fofana and then putting them there for 90 minutes, for 120 minutes. Like, what do you want? What's the role? Like, we are all waiting for the World Cup. We don't need to put ourselves in positions where some of the people that will want to see, not just for the Premier League, not just for because we are going to win the Premier League, not just for Champions League because we are also going to win the Champions League. We also need them to be playing in the World Cup next summer. So we need all these coaches and especially Tuchel. From this should be the last game that Reece James plays for England until we are satisfied that he can keep on playing consistently without having an injury. And for Fana, I just want him to play just probably a single weekend and then we'll meet at the World Cup. I don't want him to be always there, like fighting for the country. And then we are forced to finish the Premier League without our best players. It doesn't work. We currently don't have Levy. If we lose Reece James and Fofana, and then our choices, our options at the back are very, very small. We may just lose this Premier League to Liverpool, which is not a good thing. Like, it's we are tired of teams just defending the title. Like, that Man City should be the last time a team defends the title, unless it's Chelsea. And it's not because, of course, I'm partly biased, but I'm just saying we can't go on like this. We can't go on and allow Liverpool again to retain. And especially, it's not just about Liverpool. It's about just a new coach coming in and trying to snatch the chains of Mourinho, saying, you are not the first person to just step into the Premier League and win the Premier League, then win it again. Like, I am. That's snatching the chain of Mourinho. We can't allow something like that. Like, we have lost a lot of records, and these are some of the easier records that we shouldn't be losing. Like, we should be the team that people go back to check, like, what were these guys doing? We shouldn't let all these things look like it was so easy, like it was just Abramovich giving out money and then winning the titles. The same thing with Man City. How the guys just came and, you know, poured money and won like six titles in 8 years. Like, what's happening? What's happening? Premier League, what's going on? What's going on? Why are you letting us just watch an OP team? Last season, title chase was the worst. We can't be repeating this way. And for us to not repeat the season before, we need to have teams that have complete, especially the top teams. I'm just working with the top teams. You can do whatever you want with the players. For I know people like Adam Wharton, Anderson, and you can use them, but not people who are injury prone. Mr. Tuchel, don't don't do that thing of trying to sabotage us because we sacked you. It shouldn't be working. Yep.